Video 4 of my Integrity Toys convention series from 2024 starts right now. Hola, high fashion doll lovers. My name is Christopher E. Bienvenidos to my channel. In today's video, I will be reviewing, reacting, and somewhat restyling Lisa Rose Vanessa Perrin from the Integrity Toys Convention 2024 Stiletto Out. So without further ado, let's get into today's video because this doll's been waiting a very long time. Yes. So I have her in her shipper box right over here. And if it felt like I haven't posted in a while and I've been dragging this series, it's because you're right, I haven't. And life lately has been lifing. You know, I am really manifesting that in 2025, I have a more stable schedule where I can actually pour into my YouTube channel. Because I really enjoy doing this with you guys. I really enjoy the dolls, and I enjoy the styling, and I enjoy the conversations and comments. But life lately, it's been exhausting. And I'm sure many of you can relate. You know, it's December, the year's almost over. We all just tired. But anyways, before I go ahead and take off the lid of this box, I do want to share some things about this particular doll and the restyling happening in this particular video. I am very fortunate and I'm very thankful that I was able to attend convention. But the one thing that I am beyond proud of this year was the way that I was able to show up for myself financially. Let that sink in. Attending a convention is not any easy feat. There is a lot of things to consider. And the reality is you go to a doll convention expecting to spend money. You just know it, right? And because it's not my first merry-go-round, I had been preparing and saving to go here and really enjoy it with ease. And I am so proud to say that I was able to have that experience for myself. Everyone experiences things differently. This is where I'm sharing my experience here with this whole thing, right? Didn't know how to end that very well, but you get the drift. Why are you saying this, Christopher? Well, here's why I'm saying this. I have a certain aesthetic when it comes to my dolls and how I pick them. And I think those that follow my channel kind of already know what I like and what I don't like. And I'm not someone that needs to have everything because I know that I like to enjoy things at a small dose and then I don't have that much space. So I'm very particular about who I pick. And when I went into convention, as soon as things were being unveiled, I knew right away who was my favorite and who wasn't. Now, however, I love fashion. And there comes a point where like the doll and the fashions don't match for me, meaning like I like the fashion but I won't like the doll. This was one of those moments. And because I was able to save up and really enjoy my time there, I was able to go after things that I wanted for just solely clothing. And that's something that in the recent years I've stepped away from. Recently, especially with things just going up in price and life changing, I need to love it all if I'm gonna place a pre-order. But because I had prepared for this convention, I was truly able to do a little extra. This Vanessa's a little extra. I love the styling of this look. However, I have a doll that looks exactly, not exactly, very similar. I'll insert a photo here. So, although they're not exactly the same, the similarities are very close, and I don't need two of the same thing. So, this doll is available for purchase nude. Just putting that out there. Because this unboxing is really focused on the outfit at hand. So, I've definitely been talking your ear off. I would apologize, but I feel like sometimes things need to be said. so people don't assume, because a lot of assuming out here in this world without actual facts. So it's very important we say that. These boxes, as luxurious as they are this time, with this like gloss, high gloss finish, can be tricky to open. As you can see, the struggle is for him. I'm sure you noticed I was talking your ear off. The Stiletto Out logo and concept continues on all the boxes, as we saw with the I was gonna say Tiago. No, not Tiago. The Raven Tate that we just recently saw on my channel. So the boxes are all very similar. We have our logo out in the front. We have all of our like needed information in the back. And now without further ado, how do I feel about you now that you're in front of me? You know, there's something about your eye. Are they drawn bigger? Drawn on, maybe? From this angle in particular is where I notice it. I knew your eyes had something particular going on, but now that I've taken you out the box, I'm distracted by it. You are a stunning girl. And again, if I didn't already own that doll that I posted up there somewhere in the past, I might have kept you, because I love the green eyes. I love this lip shade. I love the dark hair. I'm loving it all. Loving it all. Loving it all. All right, here is a quick look at her as she is in her box. Now, for those that are new around here or that need a little explaining, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox her off camera, my personal preference. And then when we come back, I'm going to show you a clip of her as she was intended in her full glory. We're gonna look at her items very individually, one-on-one. And for the restyle in this video, I'm not actually gonna restyle her. I'm gonna take her items and choose a different model that I think this look would look, well, I'm hoping it would look good. As standard with any Integrity Toys purchase, we get a certificate of authenticity, as well as a doll stand. And as seen in my previous convention videos, we have a photo card. Now, I want you to take a very close look at this photo card, and then also just think of the clip that I just showed you, because as you see here, our model in the photo card is wearing these like mesh gloves. Yeah, we're gonna get into these when we get to that item, because I have a few things to say about that. But for the moment, let's just enjoy the full look as seen in this photo. And with the convention dolls and like the giveaways, the card in the back just has a Stiletto Out for those that might have not seen it before. This doll came with holding hands, as well as a pair of hands with a shorter manicure. Now, I'm sure these hands were intended for the gloves, and let me tell you, it didn't work for me. It never works for me. I don't have the patience. Shout out for anyone that can make it work. It just never worked for me. Now, the mesh in these gloves is not that open or wide, but yet somehow I keep on getting the nail stuck. It is not my thing. Here are the gloves in question. As you see, the like mesh opening isn't that big, but even with that short manicure, the nail still gets caught. So a friend of mine I was just on the phone with was thinking like, hey, what if they like send us the gloves with the hands already inside glued? Now, I know that limits the play value, but honestly, the stress is not worth it for me. When I do this restyle, I'm getting another pair of gloves, because it's not a thing for me. I can't. Like, I really can't. And I love this look, but I can't with these gloves. Here we have her handbag, and I think it's one of the first handbags from Integrity Toys that doesn't actually open. This is literally just for show. We have a little like black diamond detail above there. And this, if I'm not mistaken, it's the same lace and the under fabric from the dress that she's wearing underneath that blazer design that she is rocking so well. For jewelry, this doll has a black choker with gold hooks at the end. a very simple gold and black diamond pair earrings, as well as 2 rings. She comes with 2. We have the big stud diamond ring over here with the black stones, and then we have the 3 tiny little stones as seen on this finger right here. This doll has what I would call a flower brooch. Honestly, it has magnets in the back, and it's 3 roses that are intended to sit in the back of her dress. As you might have seen, the flowers kind of peek out from that little photo. But because it's a magnet, you really can style them anywhere you want. So I love the flexibility with this, honestly. This doll also came with some props. First up, we have the dagger that you'd see has some gemstones on it. And what I call opera magnifying glasses. I don't know the actual name for them, and I'm sure they do, but in my mind, I've only ever seen them in movies being used at the opera. So I just love that she has that. It's such a random prop, but such a very glamorous prop at the same time. As stated in previous videos, all dolls from Integrity Toys that come in evening gowns always have a pair of underwears. These are the ones for this look. And now for the clothing. Here we have the evening gown that has honestly a beautiful silhouette. The way that it's taken in on the waist here is honestly amazing. It is closed with hooks in the back. A dress like this, I would have preferred a zipper, but that's my personal preference. I think the zipper would have kept it in very nicely, but it could have also made it a little bit bulkier, and being that this dress is 2 pieces, maybe that wasn't the best. Look at how that beautiful train comes out from the gathering there. I also would like to point out that I didn't know this because it was so random, but my dress came kind of like tacked there, right? That's the word. You know, my friends that sew are gonna curse me out for not really being able to say what that is. And look inside. The lining in the body of the dress and the lining on the train are 2 different linings, which is beautiful. You know, you can even see it here. This is a little bit more skin tone, and this is more opaque, I think is the word. Oh, I love the gathering here. I love how that gathers. It's a personal preference of mine. But yes, anyways, when I undid the dress, there was... Is it tacking? Oh God, don't kill me, people that sew. I lose my vocabulary from time to time. But yes, here is the dress on its own. And honestly, it's very gorgeous by itself, I have to say. It's a stunning piece. And now for the final item, the overlay skirt. Now, I do remember seeing the original design for this and seeing the runway photos from where it was from. Sadly, at this very moment, I do not remember the name of the designer. If you are watching this video and know the name of the designer, please leave it in the comments below because we would all love to know. Personally, I probably should have done a little bit more research, but that's nor here nor there. It's really beautiful to kind of just see it on camera like this because it almost looks like a really thin cape. But it sits on her hips really nicely. There is hooks in the front to close it right here. There are no other hooks, so it really does sit really well on her hips. We have that lapel detail. We have these like faux pockets. Are they faux pockets? Yeah, they're faux pockets. They're not real working pockets. And then we have 1, 2, and 3 openings. 2 on the side and 1 in the back. And there is a little bit of a train to kind of hang over the train, and then there's also a little bit of spacer as you see that was sitting on the dress. But this is truly a work of art, and the dress and the skirt are really what made me love this look. I'm very, very excited right now to put this on my model. And for those interested, here is a close-up of her face. As you can see, if you can, I feel like the eyes, the white in her eyes are just painted a little bit bigger than normal. I do think the painting of the lip is absolutely stunning. It's giving it from real like dimension, and it's fabulous. Fabulous doll. But again, way too close to who I have. I can also kind of confirm now that she doesn't have any staining from the dress, so the particular fabrics they use on this gown are not bleeding. But here is a closer look of the painting of her face, the eye colors, the lip, and a 360 of the hairstyle, which is gelled to perfection. I am shaking this doll way too much for you guys, but there she is. Stunning Vanessa. And now, without further ado, my fashion show. And for those wondering, I'm choosing a different model because what I loved about this was the fashions. If I would have loved the doll, then the doll would have gotten a restyle. But in this particular video, what I loved the most was the outfit. So I want to show you how I envision the outfit on someone else. Enjoy!